Okay, hello everyone. Today we're going to make red beans and rice. And I have already soaked my beans for a couple of hours. They look like this. I've washed them. I put them in this pot, and the only thing that's in here is some chicken stock. I put a little bit of my bacon grease. And I'm going to add about 4 bay leaves. And I'm just going to let this cook slow. I planned on letting this cook all night, so I just wanted you to see how I started them. And then I'll show you what we do when they're about halfway ready. But this is all I'm going to put in here for now. And I'm going to let this cook. And then I'll show you how we do our sausage and all. Okay, so this is what we're going to do for the rest of the red beans and rice that I'm fixing. This is down-home sausage. Depending on where you live in different parts of the country, this is only a sausage that you can find down south. It is more like an andouille sausage or any good seasoned sausage. If you don't eat pork, you can find a good beef sausage. This is the one that I like, but it's not available everywhere. So I like this over andouille sausage. If I can't find this one, then I do use andouille. So I'm going to brown this a little bit in the skillet. I have chopped up my vegetables. I've got 2 onions. I processed them very fine. I like when they cook down in the beans where you can't see or know what you're eating. It'll just have lots of flavor. This is bell pepper. I have 1½ green bell peppers and 1/2 red bell pepper. So 2 peppers. I did 2 stalks of celery. And lots of garlic. We're going to let this cook down. The sausage will brown, the vegetables will wake up some flavors here, get this seasoning going, and then we're going to add this to the beans. But I'm going to let you see why I don't put this in the beans at the beginning. So this will take a little while. I like to cook everything slow. I guess you could turn it up if you stand here and watch it. But this is how I do mine. Okay, so while our vegetables are cooking, I'm going to show you these beans. They've been cooking in the crock pot for a little while now, but they're actually done. They're tender. So I'm going to take my potato masher and we're going to mash these up a little bit so they'll be more creamier. These are, I use the light red kidney beans. I don't use the dark ones for my red beans. You can use whatever you like. I like these better for red beans. So I'm not going to mash them all up. I just want some of it so it makes it more like a creamy gravy. And then the sausage, some people will eat red beans and rice as a meal. And if you do that, you would need to put more meat in there. But generally when we eat red beans and rice, we eat it with fried chicken, fried pork chops. Normally we have another meat. So that sausage that I put in there is just basically to season it. It's not our full meal. But some people do eat this as a full meal. So just add more meat to it. Those bay leaves are still in there. I'm going to pull those out. I think I've got it good enough. So when the vegetables are done and the sausage is brown, we'll come back and we'll add it to this and we'll let it continue to cook. So this is coming along pretty good. I could actually dump it in there now. I just want this flavor to concentrate a little bit. All this juice you see in here is the liquids from all of the vegetables. The onions and all have water in them. I didn't add anything to this skillet. This is all the juice from all the vegetables. The sausage gives off a little bit of grease, but this is just all our flavoring we're going to add to those beans. Okay, so my pot, the Instant Pot I have, or whatever you call these, this is the biggest one available, but it also, I could do the pressure cooking. This is more than a slow cooker, so I have this on steam right now, so it's actually cooking as if I had this pot on the stove. So we're going to add the vegetables to it. Anytime you cook beans, I don't care what kind of beans it is, chili powder. I still, as of yet, have not added any salt. We have the chicken base, a little bit of bacon grease, the down-home sausage, have some salt. So I'm going to let this cook down and get it at the consistency that I want. And at that time, if it needs some salt, I will add Creole seasoning. But other than that, these are going to simmer and cook. And most of your seasoning are your vegetables. Just try this, and you can thank me later. Okay, so as you can see, I let this simmer. If you look at the rim of the pot, you can see I let it cook down about 1 inch. So now I have it almost to the consistency I want. And I've got some rice in a bowl. We're going to add this. It's more like gravy, and then you've got your beans and your sausage.